You are now listening to the following program on the Mixkill Media Network.
In a world that seems upside down, there is a man who uses his opinion as a weapon. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin McTaggart is this man, and this is the McTaggart Attack Podcast. Let's go.
Hello, and welcome to the McTaggart Attack Podcast. I'm a person. I'm Kevin McTaggart, the host, as I just said. This is episode 24, I think. I'm not really sure. Pretty sure it's an episode. It really doesn't matter which episode it is. They're all good. You don't have to listen to them in any order. You can listen to them whenever you want. You can listen to any episode. It doesn't matter. I just call it episode 24. I don't know. Might be episode 24. I think last week was 23. So this is probably 24, because that would be next in line. I think. Possibly. I don't know. Okay. So yeah. We'll record. We're going. This is happening. We're ready. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Everything's good. Everything's recording. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just rambling right now at this point. This is the rambling portion of the podcast, which might be the entire podcast. I don't really know. The podcast is put together and it's put out to the masses by the lovely people who run the Mixkill Media Network. Max and GW are two lovely guys who do a lovely job. Lovely's just a word. Get the fuck over it, people. Let's see, what's happening? What's happened in the past week? I don't know what things have happened. It's been a week. Last Sunday, I went over to GW Foley's house, the guy I just mentioned, and we watched, WrestleMania, and we did a podcast. We recorded a podcast. We were talking into microphones. It was a fun time. Pierre Vachon called Tony Atlas 5 times and left 5 voicemail messages. I'm not sure if Tony Atlas ever called him back. I wouldn't if I was Tony Atlas. So that was fun. That was an enjoyable time. But I found out, I think yesterday, that the podcast only recorded the first 4 minutes, so it was just a bunch of guys talking into microphones for absolutely no reason at all. But I know that my microphone is working, because I can see the sounds going through as I talk. So, at least the first 2.5 minutes have been recorded so far, so that's good. So yeah, but it was a fun time regardless. I was there with GW, Pierre, GW's friend Adam, who I'm going to call AF now. And Nick Grandchamp, who I think is a punk rocker or something. He's a friend of GW Foley's too. I should send him a friend request. I meant to do that. I should probably do that sometime soon. I'll do it right now while I'm on the podcast. This is happening, people. So people know that I do it. I'm going to go on to Facebook. I'm going to look up that Nick guy. I'll just type in Nick Grandchamp. Did I find it? I think so. Is that him? Yeah, gotta be him. Alright. Yeah, that's him. Send him a friend request. We'll see if he accepts it during the show. During the podcast. Probably not. Who knows? But he's a big wrestling fan. It was fun. It was a good time. I had a good time. Maybe next time it will work and we'll actually record it. But it was a good... Crazy. WrestleMania, way too long. Seriously. With the pre-show, I didn't watch the pre-show. We got there as the actual show was going on. But like, the pre-show started at 5. People were probably in their seats for like 8 hours watching this. That is way too damn long for anything. Ridiculous. But I was so tired by the end. The end was sad, though. The Undertaker retired. My favorite wrestler. My all-time favorite wrestler now. All my favorite wrestlers are retired now. I don't know what to do. Pick a new one, I guess. But I don't just want to pick anybody. I just gotta let it happen naturally. You just can't jump in and let it happen. Jump in and force yourself to find somebody. No, you gotta. It'll be all right. I'll get a favorite one someday. Who knows? We'll see. I think I didn't mention this, but I think Daniel Bryan was probably one of my favorites too. I rooted for him a lot. Yeah, he was a favorite of mine as well. But of course, he's retired. They're all retired. Sad. Maybe I should retire as a wrestling fan. No, I won't. That'd be wrong. Gotta keep watching. Because I like it. Even though the product sucks sometimes. Most of the time. A lot of times. Let's see. So yeah, WrestleMania was fun. The Undertaker retired. There wasn't any match that was like, well, there were a few matches like the Goldberg-Lesnar match. I timed it, which in the podcast that you didn't listen to. I timed that match to about 4 minutes and 45 seconds. And then the next match was the six-pack women's match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And that match with 6 women was a little less than a minute longer than the Goldberg-Lesnar match. It was probably like 5:35, I think was the time. So that was insane. There was too many matches. And there was too many video intros for every single match. That was completely unnecessary. If you're going to show the video recaps of each feud during the kickoff show, don't show them during the actual show either. That's just stupid. Ridiculous. Yeah. Let's see. It's opening day and this week in baseball. I had no idea it was starting on Sunday this year. There was like 3 games on Sunday. There's usually just one, but there was 3, and then there was Monday opening day too? Was that what it was? Was it also opening day? How many opening days are you gonna have? Is it just opening week now? Is that all it is? Did we just call it opening week in Major League Baseball? But yeah, the Red Sox. I think they're 2-0 now. So that's good. Chris Sale had a good outing. He's not on my fantasy team, so I don't really care. Yeah, that's how it works. No, I care. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's good. I'm glad that they win. Do I want them to win the World Series? I guess. Sure. I won't be upset about it if they don't, though, because the way I see it as a Red Sox fan, I had one World Series win during my lifetime is enough. Now there's 3. So I'm like, okay. It's not that big a deal if they lose. At least in my opinion. I think I have... My opinion is the minority opinion, probably, amongst most Red Sox fans. I'm just not greedy, I guess, when it comes to sports. Like the Patriots. I'd be happy with just 1 Super Bowl. And now there's 5. I'm like, wow. It's insane. But it's great, though. It's cool. Because Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time. That's how that works. When you're a quarterback who wins 5 Super Bowls, you're the greatest of all time. I don't care. I don't care about who they play in their division. I don't care. They've been to the Super Bowl. He's been to the Super Bowl 7 times and won 5. So, and let's get to this, though. Didn't expect to talk about the Patriots, but alright. The Giants fans talk about how they kicked the Patriots' ass twice. They were very close wins. That's not an ass kicking. Giants fans obviously suck at math. I said it. I don't care. Fine. I'm still bitter about that. They've won 5 Super Bowls, but I'm still... I need them to beat the Giants once in a Super Bowl for me to feel better about it. But that'll never happen because the Giants aren't going to make it to the Super Bowl anytime soon. But they have Brandon Marshall on the team. Brandon Marshall's not a winner. They're not going to make it to the Super Bowl. Not this year. Not any year. No, they're done. I've probably just jinxed it. Probably. I don't know. Let's see. What else is going on? The Celtics got their ass kicked. They did get their ass kicked by the Cavaliers last night, so... Yeah. But the Celtics are still in second place in the Eastern Conference, which is unbelievable to think about. They still have money for free agency next year, and they're probably going to get a top pick in the draft. Ridiculous. Danny Ainge has done a pretty good job building this team, as opposed to the quick build he did when he got Garnett and Ray Allen. Is Danny Ainge one of the greatest executives of all time? I think so. I think he has to be qualified as one of the greatest executives of all time. Probably. What else is on my mind? I've been to Burlington for the open mic at Vermont Comedy Club 2 weeks in a row. It's been interesting because I did this snowplow comedy competition down in Killington on Wednesdays for 2 months. Then I go to the Vermont Comedy Club open mic and I see all these new people, these new comics up there. They always seem to bust out a new crop of comics, which is great. Maybe these ones won't be hipster assholes or millennial assholes. We'll see. Yeah, I went there. I don't care. I just feel like there's a clique, I think. I don't know. I feel like there is. And I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. There's cliques everywhere. It's just social circles. Whatever. It's fine. But yeah, I'm very impressed with some of the up and comers, newbies who've been performing, who I've seen perform the past couple weeks. I don't want to mention their names. They know who they are. Plus, they probably don't listen to the podcast. But don't be assholes. That's my advice for new comedians. Don't be an asshole. Be nice. Be open to everybody. Do as much stage time as you want for a while, and then realize that, hey, maybe I don't need to do so much stage time. But it's good to go out there and get out there and do stage time and stuff like that, and then you can tone it down a little bit. I've toned it down a little bit. I don't go out as much as I used to. But I think I might when I start going. I don't know. Massachusetts is 2.5 hours away. So that's kind of ridiculous to drive down there. I'm taking a week off from work in May. I might do it. I might go down to Massachusetts then. Or I might go somewhere then. Maybe I'll do a vacation. Or should I go on vacation? Reply to me on my podcast. It doesn't have to be comedy related. Maybe just go somewhere for a week. And then, yeah, that's it. Just go somewhere for a week and go to a cheap hotel, wander around, and then drive back. It's not a bad idea. I don't know, we'll see. I need to buy new golf clubs, so maybe I won't buy a vacation. I need to buy new golf clubs because during the Myrtle Beach trip I lost my pitching wedge. So of course I need to get new clubs. That's how it works. Lost my pitching wedge. I just can't get any. I mean, I could get another replacement for it, but the irons I've had for 4 or 5 years. So it's time to probably trade them in anyway. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. What else is happening? What else? What else is going on? What else was I going to talk about? There was opening day. There was the Celtics. The NFL draft is coming up, I think, at the end of the month. I think it's in Philadelphia this year. But I don't think the Patriots have a first pick anymore. They traded it for one of the Saints wide receivers. You don't know. But yeah. Let's see. I don't know. What should I talk about today? It is sad that The Undertaker retired, but I was hoping that it really should have happened a couple years ago. You know, like I felt like it should have happened like when the streak was broken by Brock Lesnar. But maybe, actually, I'm gonna probably contradict myself here. Maybe he didn't want to like have his last match be to Brock Lesnar, because if he was gonna pass the torch to somebody, he wants to pass the torch to someone who's actually an active wrestler, and people hate him. But I think Reigns is probably, I wouldn't say he's most popular. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I think he's someone that's gonna be around for some time to come. So, the Undertaker just gave his, to pass the torch to Roman Reigns. Yeah. Glad there wasn't a hug or anything afterwards. And I'm not going to say whether Reigns should turn heel or anything like that. I'm trying to just watch it and see what happens. I hate when I do this. Like I'll project and think, oh, maybe he'll turn heel and do this and this and this. And that's just a stupid thing to do. Just watch it and enjoy and see what happens. I try to avoid reading the internet websites now that report news, because the news they report is bullshit anyway. So, I did look at it recently to see what happened to the SmackDown announcer, but that's it. But then when I go to this wrestling website, or any wrestling website, I get sucked into the black hole that's internet wrestling community. Then you want to see, oh, what's going to happen with this? What's going to happen with them? It's so goddamn pathetic. So yeah, I need to stop. I have stopped, but I need to continue to not do that, because it's just a waste of damn time. Everything is just a waste of time. Yeah. Let's see. What else can I talk about? I haven't really thought much about politics the past week or so. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that, like, I mean, what the fuck else is there to do? Are we going to war with Syria? Is that a thing? I don't understand that. Oh my God. So crazy. Insane. Let's see, what else is happening? Gonna buy new golf clubs soon, I think. I did my taxes. I hate how every year when I do my taxes, I forget how to do my taxes. And I don't have hard taxes to do. But it's like, every year, it's like, how do I do this? What do I click here? Why don't I just remember it from the year before? It's so infuriating that I forget to do that. You know? But I do, and I imagine other people do too. It just, but I think I did it right. The IRS accepted my return, and the state of Vermont accepted my state return, and so hopefully I'm not going to jail. It turned out a little bit more than last year. I don't know why that was. I think it's because I didn't spend any money on my health savings account last year. Because I did the year before. But I didn't this year. Because I still had bills to pay from the year before. Yeah. So, I think that's what it was. Maybe. I don't know. I don't care. I did my taxes as honorably as I could. So, that's all that matters. Let's see what else matters. I don't know. I don't really have anything. I mean, I have other stuff to talk about. What's going on? It's just gonna be me hemming and hawing for the next 10 minutes. I hope everybody enjoys the I'm so yeah, how pathetic I am. I'm getting more and more annoyed that, like, I know other people who can post background colors on their Facebook posts. But I can't yet. Like, I know, and I thought maybe it's an iPhone thing. Maybe because I have an iPhone, it's not ready for me yet. But then, like, I have other friends who have iPhones, and they're able to do it. I think I almost figured it out, though. I don't think I do it through the Facebook app. Maybe I do it through the Facebook Messenger app. I'll have to look at that. I'm going to try that later. I'm going to try that later tonight. I wonder if Nick Grandchamp has accepted my Facebook friend request yet. Let's see. Nope. Nothing. I hope I didn't infuriate him at the podcast that nobody's going to listen to. And I'm just making fun. I hope GW Foley doesn't get mad at me for saying that. It was funny. I'm sure he's joking about it too. Like, this podcast, it's the greatest podcast ever because nobody's going to hear it. That's why it's the greatest podcast ever, because no one will hear it. Speaking of GW Foley, and Ryan Kenyon, and Travis Steele, and Mike Cahill, and Catherine Gauthier, because she's gothier than me, right? We're all competing in Comedy Thunderdome. It's probably already happened, or it's probably happening as this is being released, unless this podcast is getting put out on a Sunday again. We'll see. But yeah, that should be a fun time. Another comedy competition for me to lose, and I just got picked to be in another show that's going to be a competition-like thing, but it's a bunch of bullshit anyway. It's on the spot at the Vermont Comedy Club, where you're on stage for like 2 to 3 minutes, and they send you some topic. They put some topics on the screen, and you read what the topics are, and you come up with some sort of material on the spot. So that should be fun. I don't have to prepare anything. That's great. I love shows where I don't have to prepare for anything. That's fun. Let's see. I think it's official now that I'm going to be in Totally Inappropriate up in Burlington at Club Metrodome, hosted by the lovely Mecca. I think he's hosting. Or I think he's dressing as a woman and hosting. I think that's what he said, which will be fine. He makes a pretty good-looking woman, I just want to say. I was impressed. Wow. We'll see. Thinking about Mecca as a woman right now. Like, yeah. He puts some women to shame. It's pretty crazy. He's too good at it. Too good at it. And he's pretty scrawny too. He's scrawnier than I thought. He wears a lot of baggy clothing. Pretty scrawny guy. Hope he's not listening to this podcast with me calling him a scrawny little guy. I'll have to pay attention when he's dressed up on April 22nd. Or if he is, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Go to Totally Inappropriate and watch it if you want to. I don't care. Whatever, fine. Let's see what else is happening. It's raining outside, which is better than snow. Anything's better than snow. Ice might be worse than snow. Yeah, I think it being slippery out is worse than snow. So I guess snow is still bad. But rain is better than snow. I think we can all agree on that. Yeah. Let's see. What else is pissing me off? What else is on my mind? What else is... I just need to stop, like, worrying and like, having my life dictated by I do things based on what I think other people will do or say or think, or I do things out of fear of people hating me, which is weird because I hate a lot of people. And yet I'm afraid of people hating me. That's fucked up. That is pretty weird that I do that. Let's see. I mentioned Trump a little bit, but I really don't know what the hell is going on. I'm not really paying attention that much to politics lately. I think all of politics is really fucking stupid. Like, I put out a tweet. I was inspired by a tweet that my friend Reggie Britton had put out about Mitch McConnell. And he put out like a picture meme type thing that got a huge reaction. And I just wrote, I did a tweet that got like 75 likes, which was pretty good. And I just said that Mitch McConnell is the personification of everything wrong with politics. And he is. He is. He's such a damn hypocrite. He's mad that, the Democrats are filibustering Gorsuch when McConnell didn't even let the Democratic choice for Supreme Court last year get picked. So we're never going to have 9 Supreme Court justices again. I'm pretty sure that's what the deal is. But it's just so stupid, the posturing on both sides. And I know I've talked about this before, but I'm just so sick of that. We care more about the posturing. They care more about posturing and making sure that their sides are going to win. Well, what's the point of your party going to win if there's no country left to lead, dumbasses? So stupid. We need to get our shit together. I almost want Trump to totally do so bad that it just obliterates everything and we have to restart politics all over again. I just hope, or maybe it makes everyone so disgusted that it does maybe lead to some good change, but I don't know. I'm just tired of the whole thing, the whole politics, and how goddamn corrupt it is, and how stupid it is, and how people get so mad at each other over politics. How people get so upset over politics, over sports. It's not worth it. So stupid. Oh, Nick Grandchamp did accept my Facebook friend request. 13 minutes ago. Okay, good. So, yeah, good. Alright. I knew he would do it while I was recording the podcast. So yeah, I have a show coming up on April 22nd at Club Metronome. Totally inappropriate. I think it starts at 8 or something. Or 7. 7 or 8. I don't know what time it starts. I'll talk about it again. And I have the On the Spot show at 9 o'clock at the Vermont Comedy Club on April 25th? 6th? 26th? I think that's the 26th. I'm not really sure. Be sure to like the Facebook page for the McTaggart Attack Podcast. You can find it on Facebook. Just look up the McTaggart Attack Podcast and go ahead and like my page. I have 113 likes now, so that's pretty good. I need one more, just so I don't have to have 13. It's the whole triskaidekaphobia thing. So please, somebody like the page, so I can get out of that rut of having 113 people liking it, because I really don't want that to happen. Also, follow me on Twitter at KevMcT. I have over 50,000 followers now. That's pretty awesome. On to 100,000. Let's move on to 100,000. Oh, wait, yeah, I forgot to talk about the Masters. The Masters is this weekend. Dustin Johnson has to be the unluckiest son of a bitch in golf. Like, he was poised to win the Masters this weekend, and he's not even going to play because he slipped down the stairs in his rental house because he was wearing socks, and the stairs were slick wood. So he fell and hurt his back and his elbow and couldn't compete in the Masters this weekend, which is an awful story. But that guy, the worst shit just happens to him sometimes. Most of it he does himself because, well, he was a coke addict. But, I mean, wow, it's ridiculous. So yeah, the Masters, I'm not sure who I'd root for to win. Not Tiger. He says he's not in it either. Tiger Woods is done, by the way. That's the McTaggart Attack Podcast prediction. He will never win another major. Tiger Woods will never win another major. I'm confident in that. Alright. So I think I've said everything I was going to say. Facebook page, Twitter, comedy shows coming up. Hope you all enjoyed this episode of the McTaggart Attack Podcast. Episode number 24. It's not 25. I know it's not 25. I haven't done 25 yet. I think next week might be 25. And I'm pretty sure last week was 23. So this probably was episode 24. I think. Not really sure. Oh, and I forgot another Twitter account that you should follow is the @Mixkill Media Twitter account. They have over 2,000 followers on Twitter, so follow them to @Mixkill Media. There, I think I've talked about everything. I think I did pretty good this time. I didn't have a list, but I had something in my head that I knew I wanted to talk about and get through, but I didn't really have... I wasn't going to record it today. I was thinking of not recording it today and waiting until the weekend, but I'm not sure if I had waited till the weekend, it would have actually been done on the weekend. So, alright. And I also think this might be my longest podcast yet. I don't know. Whatever. Alright. This is the end of the podcast. I think. Sure. Why not? Alright. I'm hitting the stop button now. Bye, everybody.